Brain benders, banter, mind, bending entertainment. 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 Brain benders. Brain benders, 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 benders. Brain benders, benders, benders.
Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's live stream. Sorry we're late. We had some things going on. But welcome to tonight's live stream on Brain Benders Banter. We are exploring some of the most powerful and dangerous ideas with human history. So we're going to go over from total terrorism and nuclear weapons to AI, domination, and social engineering. We're going to take a closer look at how these concepts shaped our world and what we can learn from them today. Each panelist will present their pick for the most dangerous idea ever, and then we're going to open it up for debate and discussion. And if you've got an opinion, share it in the chat, and let's talk it out. So I also want to introduce you guys to a special guest right here below me, Doom. Doom is one of my close friends. He's been helping me a lot on YouTube to learn how to grow this channel. So thank you.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be here.
Honored and complimented you're here.
Greetings.
How do?
Hi, Brood.
Oh, and greetings from South Carolina to everybody watching.
There you go.
That's it.
Tracy Kirsch says, I'm over here, Tracy. Tell the hubby I said hi.
He thought he'd make a special appearance.
Become a unique prepping member. Oh, yes. I would love to say a huge congratulations to Zach. Give me a second. I want to make you big, buddy. My little brother. He just got monetized.
Congratulations.
Zach.
You'll enjoy that 7 cents.
Oh, stop it. Danny, don't be a negative nanny. Don't do that. Oh, why you do that?
Oh, Dan, you made me laugh.
You
so
know you're
hard.
going to go first. You know you're going to put yourself in that box. You know you are. Stop it. You damn you. Zach has buttons, just so you know. All right. First question for tonight.
Has a bunch of buttons, right?
Yeah. Zach is very close to me. Six, very close to me. Dan's very close to me. Tracy's very close to me. Doom, I'm getting close to you. So it's really cool to have this YouTube family and to have this kind of networking and the people in chat. Like, I love K Munin. I love Wajamin. I love Moose Man, Cursed, Heather. Thank you for being there. Brood for Chaos. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm honored and complimented. You are all here to support the channel. So let's go. All right. First private. We're going to go private chat. I'm speaking out loud my thoughts. Okay. So what is the most dangerous idea ever conceived and why? Tonight, we're talking about dangerous minds, things that people have invented or done that are dangerous to humanity. Go, see, I told you, Zach, you were going to go anyways. Why wouldn't you just not really stay there in the big spot? I love you.
The most dangerous idea ever conceived may be the belief that some human beings are inherently superior to others. This idea, deeply embedded in various forms throughout history, such as racism, eugenics, nationalism, and caste systems, has justified immense suffering. When one group believes itself superior by race, intellect, birthright, or divine favor, it becomes easy to dehumanize the other. That dehumanization then opens the door to slavery, genocide, colonization, forced sterilization, segregation, and countless other abuses that have left lasting scars on humanity. This belief has often masqueraded as science, religion, or tradition. During the height of European colonialism, pseudoscientific theories claimed that Africans, indigenous peoples, and Asians were biologically inferior to white Europeans. These theories provided intellectual cover for brutal colonization, enslavement, and cultural erasure. Similarly, Hitler's Nazi regime relied heavily on eugenics and racial purity theories to justify the Holocaust. When these ideologies root themselves in science or spirituality, they gain a dangerous legitimacy that allows people to act without moral restraint. The superiority complex is particularly dangerous because it feels noble to its believers. It gives them a sense of purpose, identity, and even moral obligation. They may feel that by controlling or correcting others, they are fulfilling a higher duty. This mindset doesn't just live in dictators or extremists, it infiltrates ordinary institutions, schools, governments, religious centers, because it offers a seductive narrative: you are better, you know better, and your way must prevail. Ideas are
holding
powerful
on.
because they are visible. A person can be enslaved by a physical chain or by a concept. Concepts, however, can persist across generations and oceans, infecting minds like a virus. Unlike weapons or armies, ideas do not need to be built, funded, or fed. They replicate in language, law, and ritual. The belief in inherent superiority is one such idea. It evolves, disguises itself, and adapts, ensuring its survival even when the world appears to reject it. Perhaps what makes this idea uniquely dangerous is that it often begins with good intentions. Parents want the best for their children. Nations want to protect their people. Leaders want to build strong societies. But once the line is crossed from "we are doing well" to "we are better than them," the descent begins. History shows that this slippery slope ends in oppression, division, and violence. What begins in pride ends in atrocity. The consequences of this belief are not confined to history books. Today, we still see its echoes in systemic inequality, hate crimes, immigration policies, policing, and education gaps. Modern society may reject outright claims of superiority, but it still acts them out subtly, through economic systems that favor the few, media that stereotypes, and institutions that exclude. The idea may have changed its language, but it remains just as alive. This belief also halts progress. When one group claims superiority, it discourages learning from others. Innovations, wisdom, and culture are lost because they are not seen as valid. This intellectual arrogance weakens the whole of humanity. Some of the greatest contributions to science, art, and philosophy have come from marginalized communities. When we devalue people, we devalue their gifts. Inherent superiority also justifies surveillance and control. If a group is deemed inferior or dangerous, then extraordinary measures are taken against them: forced assimilation, displacement, or even preemptive violence. Governments surveil minorities. Parents shun mixed relationships. Communities enforce purity codes. These are not relics of the past, they are lived experiences for millions today. Psychologically, believing in superiority creates mental prisons. It binds people to a false sense of identity, making them afraid of change, diversity, or introspection. It becomes hard to question what you were taught as a child or what your community expects. This self-deception makes it difficult to grow emotionally or spiritually. It traps people in echo chambers and tribalism. Religion has been both a source of hope and a vehicle for superiority.
Hi, Chance.
Hey,
Welcome, Chance.
Hey,
When certain interpretations claim that only their followers are saved, it implicitly defines others as less worthy. Holy wars, inquisitions, and missionary colonization are all outcomes of such beliefs. When religion becomes about exclusion rather than inclusion, it poisons its spiritual message. The educational system can also perpetuate this belief. Curriculums often highlight the achievements of dominant cultures while omitting the contributions of others. This creates a lopsided view of history and reinforces the idea that only certain people have shaped the world. Children grow up internalizing these messages and carry them into adulthood, unknowingly replicating a biased worldview. Even in activism and progressive spaces, superiority can creep in. When people believe they are morally superior because they are woke or enlightened, they begin to talk down to others rather than listen. This creates division within movements meant to unify. Righteousness becomes another form of ego, and ego always seeks to dominate rather than cooperate. In geopolitics, national superiority fuels conflict. Nations build military might not just for defense, but to assert dominance. Wars are fought over ideologies, not just land. Entire populations are branded as threats because of where they were born or what they believe. Nationalism, when rooted in superiority, becomes a mask for conquest and cruelty. Capitalism can also be shaped by this dangerous idea. When profit becomes the measure of worth, human life is devalued. The rich are seen as more capable, more intelligent, or more deserving. Poverty is blamed on character flaws rather than systemic injustice. This mindset turns society into a hierarchy where empathy is absent, and exploitation is normalized. The most haunting aspect of this idea is how quietly it spreads. Unlike violence or disaster, it doesn't alarm us right away. It whispers in schoolbooks, jokes, policies, and even prayers. It's in what's left unsaid and who is left unseen. Because it feels familiar, people rarely challenge it. It becomes the air we breathe, shaping our reality without our permission. To dismantle this idea, it must be named, examined, and rejected over and over again. Education must become broader, stories more inclusive, and systems more just. It requires humility to admit that no one group has a monopoly on truth, goodness, or intelligence. Only then can we begin to replace superiority with solidarity and fear with understanding. UP out.
Wow, Zach. Wow, Zach.
Why on earth do you let him go first?
I didn't let him. He has buttons. He put himself there.
You need to take his buttons away. You just don't need them.
Chance, it's good to see you. Just so you know, tonight we're doing dangerous things that humans have created and done with their minds.
oh, okay, you're talking about mothers. I just came on here. I want to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day. Like you, Chrissy, you're a mom.
She's here. Look what I got for Mother's Day. I got a rock.
Nice. I just want to wish all the moms out there watching live and they're on the panel and all that celebrate, to all who celebrate, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Chance. Also, I want to announce and I want to play something for Zach. So, Zach, you got monetized. So awesome, Zach. So proud of you, little brother. So happy you got monetized. That you worked really hard for that. You did. So also, Chance, I'd like to introduce you to my friend down here at the bottom. That is Doom. Doom is my friend. I invited him. He's a special guest tonight. He's very amazing. He's been actually helping me a lot in helping me grow my channel and learn from other creators. And he's been kind of took me under his wing and been helping me learn how to control a panel, learn and see other YouTubers and what they do.
Scary looking dude. How you doing? Is your name Victor? Victor Von Doom.
I'm doing great. I pronounce it Doomerang.
Doomerang.
Yeah, I don't know why she
Doomerang.
looks up to me so much. I don't know much. She just asks me questions, and I'm brave enough to answer. So
That's cool.
He's been helping me so much. You guys have no idea.
What
He's
is
been
the mask about? What does
Yeah,
it
why
represent?
you wearing that old trash can over your head right there, buddy?
oh, it's the hide the scars.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
A lot of battles, right?
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
In other words, you're wanted by the law.
No chance. Chance, behave.
Which one?
Which one? He said which one.
All
All right. So Doom also plays guitar, and he's very
Awesome.
good at it. Like I heard him play guitar the other night, and we were just backstage watching another YouTuber so that I could learn how to control a panel better and get some kind of idea. And like it was really intense. Like I loved it. And he played some guitar, and I was very impressed. He's
What kind of
very
guitar?
talented.
Acoustic,
Electric guitar.
electric. Okay.
Do you
here
have
go.
it close to you, Doom?
Heavy metal guitar or
grab it.
what?
Can you
Yes, sir.
show
Can you
which
play
one do you want to see?
show us?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, he plays amazing. Like when he played, I was like, ooh.
Expecting him to turn around and look like Darth Vader right there, buddy.
Doom is cool. I really like him. He's really been helping me a lot. Him and another YouTube creator I met in another chat. His name's chairman of the board, and those two have just been amazingly kind of taking me under their wing and showing me. It's
Got
amazing.
a pretty cool guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is nice.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Probably very expensive too. You know, instruments ain't cheap.
Oh gosh, when he played it, it was like it was singing. It was so I was just like, and then he's all BBB, you're funny. I'm like, no, you're you were playing awesome. He was laughing at me.
No, I gotta
It was
say
cool.
something for my streams.
So he's getting ready to launch his own channel, and he's going to be doing music and stuff. So
Oh, neat.
Doom, you have all of us as supporters. Don't worry. Like we love music. We will support you.
Awesome. Well, I'll drop the link.
You don't have a channel?
I mean,
Do
I
you have
physically have a channel, but there's nothing on it right now.
He hasn't started
Yes.
it yet.
You just want to hell it for fun.
Yeah. But
Shane,
he's
your
getting ready
audio is jacked up, man. It's going in and out.
Yeah, Shane. You sound like you in Oz.
Underwater.
Doom, can you send me the link in Discord for your YouTube channel? And I'll have Wajam drop it in chat so that we could start getting you subs, even though you don't have anything on there.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
Sure.
I'll have to get my Discord back up.
Or I can email it, whatever you want.
Discord's fine. I got it up. I'm in the chat with you in Discord. So he's been teaching me so much. You guys have no idea. It's awesome.
Let's hear
And
some
we
music.
did an all-nighter. We stayed up all night.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You rebel.
That's right. Oh my
I
God.
know. Chance, I'm telling you, I'm too old now to be staying up all night.
We'll take some LDS. It'll help.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Star Trek 4 joke. It means
Oh.
LSD.
Oh,
I thought
Took
you
a little
meant
too much
Latter-day
LDS.
Saints.
I was like, LDS. I thought Latter-day Saints too. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what he's trying
Don't
to
you,
say.
don't you realize when you reach a certain age, if you're going to stay up all night, you got to take the nap. You got to have a little nap. You can't just
Tracy, I have a green one.
Oh, no kidding. Cute. All
Yeah.
right.
Penguin.
Cup
Hey,
sisters.
Boom, you going to share some music or we're dying to hear your guitar, man? I mean,
You-
pre-recorded or I mean, you don't feel like
why would you
live,
say that?
huh?
Why
I
would you
do.
say
I do
that?
have one little short up there right now. I don't have any music for you right now, but I
Okay.
will get some.
He don't do
It won't be
requests.
long. There's got to be a little
he
demand
will.
though before I start supplying, right?
Very
Yeah.
cool. I thought you were
No.
going to grab an amp and a guitar and give us a sample, but no pressure if you're not up for it.
Well,
Come on, Doom.
I kind of halfway got the setup. I was trying it out with Triple B the other night, and
And
I
I
can
was
get the
telling him
guitar to
what was
play
sounding
the
good
mixer,
and what wasn't.
but
And
then my mic kind of cuts out, and it takes forever for it to come back, and it's just weird. So I don't want to blow out anybody's eardrums right now. I want to make sure that it sounds good before I start showing people.
I respect that. I understand that. Cool.
Doom, are you going to drop your link for your channel?
As soon as I find it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll jump back over here. Okay. So, all right. So we're question number 1. Who wants to go second? Chance, I dropped the questions in private chat again because I know you wouldn't be able to see them because you came in a little bit late. It's
Yeah, I
really
see
good
'em.
to see you.
Yeah,
Really good to
thank
see
you.
you, Chance. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for the Mother's Day gift of coming in and saying Happy Mother's Day. That was really sweet, Chance.
Oh yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
It's always nice to see you, Chance.
Oh,
Zach, we're
thanks.
going to do the whole see Chance.
Reading the questions. I'm reading the questions.
Yeah.
So who's
All
next?
right. Anybody that wants to go? Zach's the only one that went, and he always nails us. It's hard to come after that.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a question? So it's not a most dangerous idea you've conceived. It's just overall in all humanity. Is that what
Yes.
you're? Or can it be
Yes.
one that we've come up with? Because I've come up with plenty of dangerous ideas.
It could be both. It's how
Okay.
you perceive it. So you
Okay.
go ahead and talk about it as you perceive it.
Can we talk about Mother's Day stuff later? Maybe in the
Sure.
off topic?
Yeah.
You know, like best moms and film and TV.
For most
that
dangerous
kinda-
ideas ever? Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
What? Most dangerous ideas as a mother? What? I want to show you guys. I got for Mother's Day an ultrasound picture of a big grandma.
Yeah.
That's nice. Congratulations.
Danny, be nice.
I was being nice. I said congratulations.
And I got a goodie box.
Cool.
That
And
is
I
so
got a beautiful septarian rock. It's absolutely stunning because you know me with my rocks. I love rocks.
It almost
So,
looks like
yeah,
an
I'm
award.
happy. Okay.
Won at an award
Who,
ceremony.
what?
Your little rock.
What is going on?
That
Uh-oh.
wasn't a little rock. That was a big rock.
I know.
For some reason, everything I'm saying is being typed into private chat.
You probably hit your dictation service on your thing.
I don't know. I've never seen that before, but everything I was saying was being.
Don't worry about it. Just let it go.
All right. All right. Okay. So, all right. Who wants to go next? What's the most dangerous idea ever conceived and why? You could be what it is for all humanity, or you could be yourself, like you said.
On that note, if your computer doing its own thing, I'm going to go with AI.
All right. Then I'm putting you up stage. There you go. You go, Buff. You go.
Has anybody ever seen a great little movie called Terminator? I don't know why people think it's such a great idea to just turn all their faith. That's the problem I have with AI. We live in a society of people that just don't want to do anything for themselves anymore. They want to pass it on to the next person and take the credit. They want to just have something else do the work. And they put so much faith into this AI. AI has proved itself as being racist when it first came out with Chat GPT and all that nonsense. And now they're talking about, man, maybe we should install some AI into the military more. No! What the hell is wrong with you? Terminator 2. These are great movies. And those are the ones you really need to mention. Now, it's not movies predicting the future. It's these nut job people getting ideas from these movies that are just, this is a futuristic concept. Maybe one day it's just like, ooh, that looks like a good idea. Let's do that. How did the movie end? Why do you still think that's a good idea? No, stop it. Stop it. And the nerve of Elon Musk and these self-driving Teslas. You can imagine the things I've seen people doing in their cars, their Teslas. Why they got them in pilot mode. And it's like, no, you still need to be doing. It's like two guys got their little Nintendo Switches hooked up to each other, playing each other, woman eating a salad while reading a book, and it's just like, and the car is still not maintaining the lane properly. These things have run from the police. I was like, you really? No, I do not believe in AI. I don't trust AI. I never will trust AI. I think that's my most dangerous. That and the nuclear bomb. I don't think we need an explanation for that. It got our point across, but to have that kind of power in the hands of man, and then you want to put it in the power of the hands of AI? No. No, 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 no. I'm done.
That's it. You finished?
Yes. Hello
That
there.
was fast.
You got a loose wire, Shane, just so you know. I mean,
Yeah,
when you play it
something's
back, if you
crackling.
play it- yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
mic
yeah,
keeps cutting out.
I heard better audio coming in from the moon in 1969.
You could be understood. That we could understand what you were saying, though. I mean, it wasn't like totally lost. I'm just saying. It might
Yeah,
be a
you
loose
could still
cable.
hear you. It just while you're speaking, it's like it cuts you out.
Right.
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair though, the audio from the moon in 1969 was like suspiciously clear though.
Real suspiciously clear.
It was real nice.
Yeah.
But once again, you could hear it better than you could hear him.
Hmm.
I wasn't making a sarcastic remark that wasn't true.
No, we just want to tell each other when we have issues because we sometimes can't hear it on our end. So we always want to say like, hey, like I was in Grumple's chat the other day and I was like, can't hear you. And he had been live for like almost 10 minutes and he was like, oh, thanks for telling me because he had no clue. He had no clue that couldn't hear him.
Hey, can I give a shout out to Ryan of WQEE? He's watching on my Facebook Live. Hey to Elizabeth Jinks.
Absolutely.
Hey to Jerry Dobson in
Hi,
Michigan. Says,
Jerry.
hey. Hey
What's
to Joe
up, Jerry?
Hey to Joe Gutfeld in New York State. He's a little bitter. He says, my mother's dead, so why should I care about Mother's Day?
Because you come from a mom.
It's
How about
usually a
now?
Everybody
sad
had
day
a
for
mom.
me.
Yeah.
Because it's like my mom's birthday would have been like 2 days later, or sometimes Mother's Day would fall on her birthday. So it's like, I'd rather not say I did.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's so
That
much
much better.
better. Buff,
What'd
say
you do,
something.
Shane?
It was set to the mic on my phone, and not
Okay.
my headset.
Well, it's still a little crackly, but not as bad as it was.
Right.
Yeah, when you
It's
tap
better.
your head, when you tap your headphone, it kind of a little crackly automatically. It was like,
I don't know.
It's better. Whatever you did is better for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else wants to go with question one? What is the most dangerous idea ever conceived and why?
okay,
Anyone, anyone?
I'll go, and it's real quick. You
go.
don't even got to make me big. Let me just throw this out here.
Making
The
you
worst-
big. I'm making you big. I'm making you big.
I'll just throw that one out there from earlier. You know, the worst idea was marriage.
For you, yeah.
The wedding ring, the marrying, and the suffering.
No, but you had a really good wife for a really long time that passed away, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's bad.
But she passed away once again. Marriage.
Okay. All right.
Bad.
Buff.
What?
You're making crackling.
I
Let's try
don't
and
hear.
fix it.
I thought he was eating old peanuts right there.
No, it's
It's
crackling.
Ruffles. It's Ruffles. Nobody can eat just one.
I thought that was late. You can't eat just one.
Oh, he dipped out to fix it. He'll be back. No, it's still happening. And he's not here. So what is that?
Hey,
Okay. All right.
That's friggin' weird.
Okay. We're all going to take turns muting.
I hear it.
Take
Sabotage.
turns muting, everybody. Okay. Danny's muted. I still
I'm
hear it. Okay.
muted.
Danny, unmute. I'm going to mute.
Still hear it.
Not me, Tracy. Go ahead and mute. Yep, still hear it.
Still hear it.
Okay, go ahead.
It might be
Tracy,
boomerang, whatever.
Doom. Doom, can you mute so we can see who is causing the crackling?
Process of elimination, since he's the only one left right there, buddy.
No, because no, it's Doom and Chance and Zach.
No, I've been muted. I just unmuted for a second. I mute.
Okay.
I'll mute again.
And Zach's muted. Yeah, we're still hearing it. Doom, are you there? Oh, he might have stepped away for a second. When he comes back, we'll let him know he's crackling.
He's a newbie.
Yeah,
He's a newbie, so he gets a pass.
Yeah, and
God, the crackling you hear is Doom trying to talk.
maybe because it looks like
Look, he's
their ring
muted
is-
and it's gone. It was
Yeah.
him, and it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just did his first live stream ever
Yeah.
Wednesday night with me. So that
Cool.
he was on BBB After Dark, and it was his first time ever going live.
How'd you find this guy?
I found him through some other chats that I was introduced to. So Caldy introduced me to Chris Lestrange and Bricky, and then I went over to their chat, and then when I was over in their chat, I met Doomerang and I met Chairman of the Board, and both of them have been amazing. I cannot say enough about how much they've helped me in the last week. They're awesome.
Hey, Tracy, I put a couple more space giants up my
Oh,
channel.
cool.
for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I love those things. They're so bad. They're great.
Yeah. This time, Rodak attacks an amusement park with a bunch of kids riding
All
rides.
right.
It's a monster. Yeah.
Wow.
Rock on.
Yeah. The monster
like-
destroys the Ferris wheel.
I can't see the temperature.
Did he start eating the people?
Uh-huh. Let's all hope they did.
But Tracy, real quick, I'm trying to divert. There's one extra that's so bad. A mom, she keeps smiling and holding up her child for the camera, and
Uh-huh.
she's supposed to be terrified. You'll spot her instantly. There's a close up of this lady, and she's like just smiling. You'll see it. It's,
Oh, gosh.
okay. Nobody cares, so I'll shut up. But yeah,
No, that's
Okay.
great.
Who's gonna go next, Tracy or Chance?
I'll go.
Tracy.
You'll go,
Yeah.
Tracy.
I think the most dangerous idea that was conceived and why was because it was basically the engineers who had the idea of putting together the atom bomb. And why? Because it actually killed people, many people. That's mine.
That's simple. Oh, Doomerang is amazing, and Caldy has to close shop, and Tug has a cold, so he's out sick. So that's where the missing panelists are at, just so you guys know, because I saw that in chat. But we're all here, and we're still here to entertain you, and we're still here to be the best we could be for all of you out there.
I think having 6 is a great chemistry, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you ever thought about rotating like Tug does or anything? I mean,
I think that the people that I have on my panel, I think are very intriguing. I personally selected each of you to be on panel with me because you all have different views, you all have different backgrounds, you all have different things to bring to the table. And it kind of is very diverse. And I love that. I love Chance. You have the nostalgia and the history and the background. So does Tracy. Danny, you have so much to offer as well with movies, reviews, music, history, the things that you know and that you've went through in your life, wrestling, different stuff. Zach, he's just inspirational all around. Everything that Zach does just inspires me. And Doom, I brought you in because you're fascinating to me. And
that's true, but why not have that every other week and just rotate? Just an idea, putting it out there.
You don't have to do that because it happens anyway. It always rotates. You hadn't been here in a couple of weeks, and there's been somebody different taking your spot when you're not here, and it rotates automatically. You don't have to do it. Some people do it like Tug's not here this week,
But when there's 8 people, it just gets to be a bit much, in my opinion. That's all.
Oh, I think so too. I think a smaller panel is more intimate, and people get to talk more, and ain't nobody over talking as much. I agree.
I know
But-
Chris would never want 4, which is ideal, but 6 I think is perfect. But whatever. All right, I've said my-
sometimes it just turns into a
I
big
think
old
I just need to learn to control the panel better.
But
sometimes
then
it turns into a great big old party, you know.
I think if I could better learn to control the panel, because Doom took me to a channel the other day that we watched together, and they had 10 people on panel. That girl controlled that panel. It was amazing. Like, everyone got to speak. It was a very intellectual live stream. I was glued to it the whole time. They had like 300-400 people in chat. They super chats dropping like crazy. She just kept control of the panel. I just have to learn to keep control of the panel and to keep things on pace. I need to be a better host. I think that's honest.
Well, you don't need to fall on your sword. It's not your fault.
I love you guys.
You do a great
Just
job.
too many people. That's all at the one
Yeah.
time.
You do a great job.
No,
You do.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's me, it's not you guys. Like, you know, I think all of us do a very good job. Every single one of you brings something very interesting to the table. And like I said, I am so proud and honored and complimented to have you guys on panel with me every Saturday. I look forward to it because I look like, oh, these are my friends and my family. Like, it's something I very much look forward to every Saturday because my own family doesn't support my YouTube channel. You guys support me more than my own family.
Well, that's why I've taken myself out. You know, I don't want to be on every single week because I think I clutter the panel. So I'll do it my way. I'll just do it once or twice a month, and then it'll be less. It'll help your show be better, or our show, whatever this is.
I don't think it's a community connection. It's all of us coming together, right? We all come together. We bring our communities together, and we talk about topics. We talk about things, and I think it works great. I just dropped in my chat. I'm going to drop now.
I done said this once before, and let me say it again, Chance. Any show you show up on makes that show better. Everybody wants you on their show because the minute you show up, it goes up 10 notches.
Yeah,
that's nice to say. I appreciate it.
Well, it ain't being nice; it's the truth.
Thanks, man.
Straight up truth.
Thanks, man. All right.
It is true, Chance. You actually bring a lot of things, and I love when you have things to show, things to present. Like, you always have interesting things to like contribute. I love it.
Well, thank you.
Same here. I love it too. Especially when you show the artwork on those covers of those comic books. It's very impressive because all that was hand done before computers for the most part. And, you know, the text was all done by hand too. And that takes a laborious amount of time to do, you know, and how many redraws and how many rewrites. And it's amazing.
Chance, show us the most compelling cover that you have. I'm sure you have it out front somewhere.
I'd have to dig it out. I'll find one. Give me a moment. I was
gonna say it has to be something up front, I'm sure.
No, because I have some things in a safe. I have some things. My comics are in alphabetical order and numeric order, so I don't arrange them by my favorite covers. It's all alphabetical.
Neat.
Okay,
but that's cool, Tracy. Well, I'll do another every issue ever made. I was going to do one about Star Wars,
so cool.
but I blew it because I have all 107 Star Wars comics. But
wow.
No, of the Marvel comics anyway.
Not worthy.
Oh no.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Someone else
from
can go.
watching you.
I'll look for one while someone else
All right,
goes.
Doom, are you ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
You're ready?
For me to go?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can turn up your mic on my side.
Oh, here, I can turn it up a little bit. How's that?
That much better. Much better.
Better?
We can hear you
All
now.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna make you big, making you big. There you go, big on BB.
All right, I'll keep it short and heavy, I guess. My whole idea is based around original sin. If you don't really know what that one is, like think about Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden, eating from the apple of the knowledge of good and evil, that whole thing. The basic idea is to become like God. That's the root of every bad idea ever. I don't know how familiar you guys are with original sin, but basically the desire for autonomy and intellectual growth and knowledge and enlightenment and all that stuff is really just kind of code for, the rejection of God's command and authority. Technically, Adam and Eve started it, but every human is born with it and guilty of it. If that hadn't happened, there actually wouldn't be like death and suffering in the world, because them taking a bite of that led in sin and death and suffering and worse. And Triple B, I actually have something now that kind of explains it pretty well. So whenever you want to, if you want to throw that up.
Is it in private chat?
I've got a little video. It's like a 1 minute thing. It won't take very long.
Is it in private
no,
chat?
It's in, yeah, there you go. You found it.
I don't
check this out.
it.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, Zach found it. Zach found it.
I learned a lot from women. I think I learned exactly what occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are, one with nature."
Wow. That's not funny.
I was.
Oh. That's kind of what he was saying.
I was having a really hard time
did that
hearing
come through
that.
for everybody?
No, it was really
Did
cutting
we all
out.
get a pretty good idea of that? Oh, did you? Okay, well here I can say it again for you. Adam and
Your mic's cutting out.
Adam said, "Wow, here we are, one with nature, one with God. We will never age." Huh?
Your mic's cutting out. Can you start over, please?
We will never age. Oh, am I cutting out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think I've been having some issues tonight.
Okay.
Testing
You're fine.
1 2. Testing.
Testing.
So basically, what he said at the beginning was Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and one day Adam said, "Wow, Eve, here we are, one with nature, one with God. We will never age, we will never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?" And this basically just ties back to the whole, what we have isn't enough. We know better than what we were created for. It's literally the root of every bad idea ever. And the reason that it's so absolutely horrific is because it takes morality and makes it a relative subjective thing as opposed to an objective. So it basically just lets us say, yeah, this is okay as long as the good outweighs the bad. But it leads to eugenics. It leads to war. All the bad stuff comes from this. So that's what I chose anyway.
Okay.
That's all I got. Any objections?
No objections. Anyone on panel? Any objections? Any debate? Any?
That's exactly what Mr. Spock said about Noonie and Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Just say it.
Uh-oh. Give me a sec.
But yeah, basically just to think that we're better than anything else. Me and Zach pretty close. I think we're pretty much right on the same idea here.
Zach's agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's that idea. It's all good intention, but it never leads to anything good. Plus, before that, there was no sin, suffering, or death. So that really has led to all death ever.
Oh crap. Okay, I've got a video to show you.
I'll take it for that one.
Right? Let me see if I can get this video up that Kirsch sent us. So Kirsch sent us a video I'd like to bring up. If I can share my screen and I can get it on screen. Let me get there. I have to open Facebook Messenger and get there and everything else. All right. And is this going to let me make it big? Yes. Ooh, okay. Woo, it's big. Okay. Hold on. Present, share screen, Facebook. Yep. And here we go. So Kirsch said this happened. Thank you, Kirsch, for contributing. This happened 5/2/25 in China factory. Many reports state a robot came alive and tried to escape.
Oh.
Okay, so there's that one. And then Kirsch sent this one. Can you guys see it? Yeah, okay. Okay, what we call reality ultimately arises from asking yes or no questions and recording the answers. Everything physical is information theoretic in its origin. We live in an observer part. What is that word? Participatati. Somebody read that word.
Participatory.
Participatory universe. Thank you. It's hard for me to read because it's so small on my screen and my glasses aren't strong enough.
Yeah, and I just got new ones. I can't see.
Oh my God, the A and the T and the O were messing me up because they look blurred. They look like they were just running into each other. I'm like, I don't know what that is. All right, here we go. Does that play? Or no, it's just a meme. Yeah, it's just a meme. Okay, it doesn't play. So that's it.
That was scary.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I can't even imagine being at work, working in a place like that, and all of a sudden something coming at you, like
swinging its arms.
It don't matter. I done saw the old Terminator right there. I know how to handle a crazy robot, buddy. Open fire.
Chance, are you ready to go, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just going to show some comics because I'll answer the question though to play long.
Okay.
The most dangerous thing was the fact that my mom decided not to abort my ass.
Chance.
Oh, man.
All right, let me show you some comic books since Tracy. This is a classic cover. First appearance of the Kingpin.
That's beautiful.
Might be a glare. Yeah, and that's Steve Ditko, issue 50 of Amazing Spider-Man. Isn't that great?
It is gorgeous.
They did an homage to that in the Spider-Man 2 second Tobey Maguire movie when he quit and he throws his costume in a trash can. That's from this issue.
Wow. That's so cool.
Issue 62 with Medusa. I love the hair strangling Spider-Man, the living hair. I just have 14 comics, so I'll be quick. There's Mysterio. I love that cover. That's been made into a giant poster, wall poster. Now, these are significant because these are the only comic books in Marvel Comics history not approved by the Comics Code Authority.
Wow.
The Comics Code Authority was a little seal you saw in the upper right-hand corner. You see it right there? Approved by the Comics Code. And it's because it had drugs. It was a cautionary tale written by Stan Lee about drug abuse.
Oh.
And it sees this guy dead that overdosed. This black guy, he took PCP and thought he could fly and left off a building and splatted on the ground on the concrete below.
Well, that right there's a good comic book.
Yep. And then it was a 3-part storyline. So the second part also was not approved by the Comics Code Authority. And then here's part 3, also not approved by the Comics Code Authority. Amazing Spider-Man issues 96, 97, and 98. And I love that cover.
It is neat.
The Goblin's taking away Spider-Man's powers with some sort of a potion so he can't cling to the walls and he's losing his grip. And then I like this one, issue 99. Again, this one is approved by the Comics Code Authority, but I love that right in the prison. It's kind of a violent cover where the prisoners have overtaken the cell block and they have guns to the police officers. What do you call them? Help me out here. What are the cops in the prisons? They're called
Wardens.
No, the warden is the guy over. They're called. Hold on, my niece.
Guards?
Is one.
No,
It's,
not guards.
no,
it's
my
like
niece.
a correctional
officer. Correctional officer. Yes, my niece is a correctional officer.
I love that art. That's Gil Kane artwork.
It is nice. I mean, he must have based some of that off of people he knew.
Yeah, and I didn't mention
faces.
This was actually John Romita Sr. I said Steve Ditko. Steve Ditko did Spider-Man issues 1 through 38 in Amazing Fantasy 15. He quit because of creative differences with Stan Lee.
Wow.
And so John Romita Sr. took over. So that's a John Romita Sr. cover. And then just a couple more. Spider-Man 100. I love the details. Look at that. Look at all. It's like reviewing all of the villains from all the previous issues. It's hard to make it out on camera, but it's just so detailed. There's Gwen Stacy, the love of Peter Parker's life, who eventually was killed by the Green Goblin. And then here's issue 101, which introduced Morbius. And look, Spider-Man, Peter Parker took a drug. It made him actually grow different appendages. So he became like a living spider temporarily for a few issues.
Wow.
They made a movie. Sony did. Morbius. And then there's first appearance of Punisher. I love that. With the crosshairs on Spider-Man. Isn't that cool?
It is sharp.
It's a key book.
The one you showed before, I have questions, but they're not appropriate.
Oh, about the appendages?
Yeah. Did he grow extra appendages?
what extra appendages did he have right there?
Exactly.
And look at this hypnotic effect, Tracy and everybody. This is Annual 5 by John Romita Sr. And it's the story of what happened to Peter Parker's parents. Because as you know, in the movies, he's with his aunt and uncle. But this explains the fate of his parents. And there they are. His dad was in the military.
That's so neat.
This is Jack Kirby. Look at the detail. Avengers issue 8, first appearance of Kang. I love those little ball things.
Jack Kirby was great.
Oh, Jack King Kirby, indeed. And I got just two more. And one's dedicated to Danny State and the last one. So here's the second to the last one. Avengers issue 11. I love the webbing. It's hard to make out, but it's so detailed.
Yeah, it is neat.
Spider-Man guest starring it's from 1964, this issue.
Wow.
12-cent price tag.
Jesus.
And here's the last one dedicated to Danny State. And I know he loves this cover. The $6 Million Man.
He's tormenting me.
With Steve Austin taking on either a crocodile or an alligator. Someone, maybe Zach or someone out there more educated than I can tell me what's the difference between a crocodile or Brainbender's Banner. Chrissy, what's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
Size, weight, and the shape of their snout.
So let's look at the snout.
So the snout is rounded on an alligator and it's squared off on a croc.
Well, by this artwork, what would you say this is then?
An alligator.
Yeah.
I love that cover. Look at the babe he's trying to save out there.
Yeah. And she's just sitting there.
I really want a $6 Million Man comic book based on the original.
I personally
would
not be sitting in the water, sitting there going, no. You only thing you would see is my ass getting out. I would not be so dumb to sit there going, oh, let me just sit here. No. I am not the first one that dies in a horror movie. I would be the last.
She's talking about herself as she's a red shirt.
And there's this companion, the Bionic Woman. I had this as a kid.
Oh, wow.
She's beating the hell out of someone on an airplane that like grabbed her inappropriately. And she slams, takes his weapon. It's a good issue. I think it's the first issue.
Anyway. I got a Bionic Woman, Charlie's Angels crossover comic.
Oh wow, I didn't know about that. Danny. So that's all I had to say.
It is sharp. Those are great.
Thanks. I love them. I can't take no credit for it. I didn't draw them. I just have them.
But they're so cool.
Did I show you?
Show me what? Yeah.
Hold on. I guess I'll be normal.
In honor of Doom, I'm going to pull a Dr. Doom comic for next round. Pull some Dr. Doom covers.
Yeah. I know me grandma.
I know. I saw that. Congratulations. Of course, we knew a long time ago you didn't go public with it until tonight, I guess.
Only because my daughter wanted to come and give my sister, my mom, and my brother and my other sister goodie boxes, and in the bottom of the box was a card with the ultrasound picture. So she had it all planned, and I didn't want to ruin that for her. She wanted it to be very special.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
But I got this really beautiful Mother's Day box.
Oh, perfect timing to make that announcement. Sorry.
Yeah. And I got this absolutely amazing. This thing must have cost at least $100.
Oh yeah, they can be more.
Because see, the ones I have are very little.
Those are cool.
Yes,
so this is my favorite septarian. But I was like, oh my God! Now she knew that this was my favorite rock, and all of a sudden, I get this. It's awesome. I was like hugging it.
Wow.
I was like, it's so heavy. It's probably one of my favorite rocks. I love it. Hi, Brad. Welcome to the show, Brad. Nice to see you, Brad. So I might cut it early tonight because Sierra is here. She is in town. She ran to do some errands because she knew that I was going to be live streaming. And she told her boyfriend, she's like, oh, my mom's a YouTuber. And he's like, okay, yeah, we could go do some stuff around town. So they're running around town. I think she's making me some copies of all of the ultrasound pictures.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think that's what she went to go do. So I don't want to go too long tonight because I'd like to get out and be with my daughter.
Well, it's Mother's Day weekend. That's exactly what you should do right there.
Exactly.
That's right. And next week I'll be on a live stream, but I will be out of town. So I will be mobile. And in a hotel in South Lake Tahoe, just so you guys know.
Tahoe.
Nice.
Tahoe.
What's in Tahoe?
Well, my daughter's 20 minutes from Tahoe.
But what's in Tahoe? I don't.
A lake. Lake Tahoe.
I know. I've heard of Lake Tahoe. But wait, is that just it? You just go there and look at the damn lake?
No. My daughter's 20 minutes from there. I'm going to see my daughter.
Oh, I understand that, but what else is in Lake Tahoe? Are there anything there besides a lake?
Casinos.
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 People.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Retro.
Prettiness.
Like
Serenity. Serenity. You could meditate out in the woods.
I'm just saying because, like, if you go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, it's Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but there's stuff to do there, like Dollywood and all the tourist stuff.
No, there's stuff to do in Tahoe.
I just
There's
never been.
museums.
That's one of the few places I've never been. I've never been to Lake Tahoe.
Snow.
I missed that place.
It's supposed to snow on Monday, so there might be some snow when I go there because I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you guys see Brad in chat that he just said welcome up on Zach just brought his comment up. His birthday is the 15th.
Wow.
And he is a very close friend of mine. We are going to Tahoe for his birthday. And I also might have to do some things because work, the terminal, how do I say this? The terminal manager in Reno our Reno hub where I work, severed off a finger of his employee doing something not very good. He wasn't being safe. And he told him to hold a 2x4 and pushed it with a forklift, and it severed his. Where he's suing the company. It's a huge deal. Hi, Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy Ryan? Welcome to the house.
Did they reattach his finger?
No, because there was so much damage to the nerves they couldn't reattach it. So he lost his index finger on his right hand down to the second knuckle. And
is he right-handed? Is that his writing hand?
Yeah.
Or is he left-handed?
No, he's right-handed. And it's down to his second knuckle right here. And he picked up his glove and found his finger in the glove.
Oi.
And I will not show you the pictures. They sent us pictures. All his terminal managers got pictures saying, please, please, please teach your staff. Don't do something that they feel is unsafe. Do not ever do anything unsafe.
There'll be a settlement. Sure. There'll be a nice settlement. And he can wave at him with that money.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah, it was gnarly, Rick. It was very gnarly. When I got the pictures, I had to do that thing. Looking at my phone like
gross.
And then
awesome.
I found out that the terminal manager of that hub told the guy, hold this, let me push it. So he has to go to OSHA training, like for safety training.
Oh, wow.
He has to complete an OSHA course.
Mm.
Don't
It's a
do
little
stupid
late for
stuff.
that, ain't it?
Yes, Jeremy, yes. Don't do stupid stuff.
Kids don't try this at home. Yeah.
You're right.
No. Like the pictures that I received made me sick for 3 days. Like
Oh,
I couldn't sleep at night. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe. Like me personally, I had a situation where someone came along with a forklift and they weren't paying attention. Well, they were paying attention, but the way that the forklift has these bracket things that come up for the front of the forks, right? There's this cage for like the forks come in, and then there's this like cage. It lined up perfectly with the pole that was one of the main poles that held our warehouse up. And he struck that pole going so hard, it severed it from the concrete and broke the I-beam. It was $120,000 to fix it. We had to have people come in, fix the I-beam, reposition the pole. It was a main pole into the concrete. Like he severed it, like because he had his forks down. So he hit it at the bottom, and when he did, the pole went sideways.
I saw that on YouTube. I saw that on you. Didn't everything collapse?
Yeah, no.
Wasn't that on YouTube or something?
I showed you
Or
the
something
video.
similar?
I showed you the video, I think, on my channel.
Okay.
But
I
then
saw it somewhere else.
the lights and the wiring started coming down, and then the water line for the fire little sprinklers broke, and so the water was coming down, and I could see the sparks coming down from the light that got cooled, and I was seeing sparks and water. And I said to my guys, I said, everyone get back. And they were like, no, we're going to try to push the pole back. Don't you dare. Get away from the pole. It is a stainless steel pole. You are on a forklift. There is water and electricity. Stand the F back now. These guys,
Run away.
These guys were all trying to run over to it.
Oh man. Well, what about
I was screaming.
The poor guy lost his finger. Can you imagine the pain of that? It's the little pains that hurt the most. Like losing a fingernail. Can you imagine losing a finger? I can't. I've never broken a bone in my life.
The nerves. Yeah.
You're lucky. Man.
I'm surgeries where you've taken off people's toes, and that's not pleasant either.
You were injured for a long time, Tracy, recently with your foot.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm glad I'm out of the boot now, and I'm into my regular shoes. But man, that did hurt.
Yeah. Jeremy Ryan says, I work in the oil and gas industry. We have incidents pretty frequently. Unfortunately, the days since incident counters are a real thing, y'all. Yes, they are. So we have in our hub the days since the last incident, and it's right by the front door. So everybody comes in and we all look at it. I think mine right now is in like the 2000 something days. Like we very rarely have incidents at my hub because we were rated number 1 out of the whole entire company, top rated safety hub between us and LA. Us and LA are always number 1 or number 2. Like Milpitas, Reno, Tracy, Fremont, like all the other hubs. But me and LA are nose to nose about because we do all of our safety stuff, everything.
Damn.
And we don't let people do stupid stuff. And now here's the other thing that I'm going to tell you guys about those 2 hubs. They're both run by women.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
We're the only 2 women that run hubs is Daphne and me.
What's
Everybody else is because we don't let people do stupid stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was the opposite. Okay, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
No. Like that terminal manager literally told that guy to hold that 2x4 while he pushed it with the forklift.
Wow. Did you see the comment from Rick Clark? He said, I ran the tip of my middle right finger through a table saw many years ago. How
Ooh, ow, ow,
gnarly is right.
Ow.
And Rick Clark said Lake Tahoe equals snow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I was like, yes, but not right now. I did hear it's
Yeah.
supposed to snow on Monday. So
do you ski though,
we'll see.
Chrissy?
Okay. Do you know what a klutz I am? If I try to ski or water ski, I look like Scooby Doo.
You'll be like Sonny Bono. You'll hit a
Okay,
tree.
I can snowboard. I
No,
can
no, no,
snowboard
no.
like nobody's business because both of my feet are on the board. I can snowboard.
Real quick, Chrissy,
Mm-mm.
to your point, I get it. You can't do it. When I was in high school, I was a senior. A poor girl died on a ski trip hitting a tree. Very serious. So what did the school do, Riverwood High School? They dedicated a tree to her.
Oh, God.
And they planted it on the campus. And I thought, even then, that's disrespectful. Who thought to dedicate a tree to someone who was killed by a tree? Sorry.
And that's heinous.
Yeah, I don't think they meant anything malicious.
I like
but
it.
It's stupid.
I see it.
Oh, jeez.
A tree of life. Whatever.
Doom. He's like, bravo.
I like it. Yeah.
Plant a tree in her memory. Like, I do know that, like, when I had a friend pass away, I planted a tree in her memory so that it would grow and she would continue to live on in this tree. It kind of like but yeah.
Right. But she wasn't killed by a tree.
Yeah, but a tree didn't
No,
stick out.
she did. She did get killed by a tree. Her car hit a tree going 75 miles an hour. She fell asleep. She hit the tree and she was killed on impact.
Oh.
And so they planted a tree to grow in her memory to keep her to keep living. Like,
All right, well,
so I mean, I could see it.
School was stupid to do that. Whatever.
That's pretty sad.
Okay, I think my school, that was the school shooting member that I had in high school, where all of us were shot. Lyndhurst High School. You can look it up. 1992.
Yikes!
I have 2 bullet holes in my chest.
Jesus. Yeah. But
Shit.
So that school shooting, 11 were wounded, 4 were killed. 200 students were held hostage. So it was like a really big deal.
Before Columbine.
Did they name any guns after them?
Did they what?
They were naming trees after people that got taken out after trees. I was wondering if they had named any guns.
No, what they did though is they put giant rocks and then they put memorials in front of the rocks. As these people are here, they're solid. This is as solid as a boulder that is going to stay with this school forever. So they did memorial rocks.
There was a song called "Solid as a Rock."
I know, solid as a rock.
Salt and Pepper. Yeah, I remember that. Solid.
Frank Zappa. That's who I was trying to think of, Doom, the other night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't eat that yellow snow.
When you and I were talking, and I was like, "No, he was right about controversy and Frank Zappa." That was it. Thank you, Chance.
All right.
So I told you it would come to me eventually.
I love Frank Zappa. I got a lot
What's
of
up, Moose Man? I love Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa wrote some controversial music to try to pave the way for free music and free speech.
And he never did drugs, but you would swear that he did, especially if you listen to the album Freak Out, 1965.
I'm kind of a weirdo. I like Weird Al.
I like Weird Al too. Weird Al's cool.
But he's so protective of his stuff. Don't you dare try to share anything on YouTube. The copyright bots will strike you down.
I know.
And you will not become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I only look at the ones that he did because there are a few that he posted. But
I think Zach's ready.
I would never even think about putting his shit on mine, Joe, because I know I would be struck. I probably wouldn't have a channel, and it's barely breathing and living as it is.
Oh, Chrissy. Remember the Alice marathons I did that got like hundreds of thousands of views? Some clown has started Alice. It's an unofficial Alice TV channel. He's going to get his channel poop canned pretty quick. But he started a channel and he put season 1 of Alice up, not in live marathons, but that channel is going to be gone pretty soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't understand though, because I've seen channels that you could watch clips of like Big Bang Theory, Friends, like they're showing like parts of episodes of those shows. So how
the whole show? This guy's doing the whole entire episode, but he cuts out the opening credits, so he thinks that I guess helps him evade and go under the radar. That's not what it's about. It's Alice. Warner Brothers people are definitely searching for that stuff.
I know, because you got hit when you
I
did
got
yours.
hit like a few weeks after I did live streams, and it had cleared copyright. I wouldn't have done it if I thought I was doing something wrong. It cleared copyright. It said no claims. So that's the only, and it was right because Linda Lavin passed away, and I was a big fan of her and the show.
Right.
And
so you just were doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but I'm sorry, I didn't get off course.
You're fine.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're like one of the ones that are
Zach,
really vicious.
are you okay, buddy?
What's your favorite, Tracy? What's your favorite Weird Al song? I like the "Eat It" parody of "Beat It," Michael Jackson.
I like "Eat It."
Yeah,
"Eat It's" my favorite,
great.
probably.
I like his Bad song, like the one that he did after Bad.
I hope I never have a favorite Weird Al song.
Parody.
Hey, Chad.
Jeopardy. Sorry.
Hey, Chad. Did you feel the earthquake? Did you feel the earthquake this morning at 9 o'clock?
I slept right through it. I've been on a set 3 nights in a row till 6 a.m. and I slept right through it. No, I couldn't. A lot of my friends did in Marietta, but no, I did not, sir. And there was no damage here. Nothing. I did notice one of my medicine cabinets, one of my bathrooms was ajar. That's about it.
A jar.
Yeah, well, it was centered. It was centered in Tennessee. It was centered in Tennessee. It was a 4.1 centered in Tennessee.
Wow.
But I was sitting outside at 9 o'clock this morning, and all of a sudden, my little table that I got my computer on began to shake a little bit, and I thought I was just really high, and I was like, "Oh wow, that feels weird." And but then it stopped, and my son was like, "Do you know that it just had an earthquake?"
Oh God.
Guys,
Minor
I'll be right back.
That's pretty big for the East Coast, though. But it's minor on the Richter scale, of course.
Yeah, but
Zach, you move on to question 2 for me. I'll be right back.
that was really the first one I felt ever in South Carolina that I really felt.
I guess you'd call it global warning of something that's imminent. Something bad's going to happen. Not warming, warning. You know, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Oh, Jared Dobson said Weird Al lost on Jeopardy.
I like that song.
Oh yeah, I do. I too. That's a good one as well. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Rick Clark said I was awake. He lives in Georgia also, but I didn't feel it. Joe's Garage. Yeah, I love that. Joe's Garage. And I like Moon Unit Zappa, her little novelty song, Valley Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Frank Zappa. Anyway. Oh, here's the Dr. Doom comic. Oh, wait, he's got something. Zach's got something.
Here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
Dangerous ideas can sometimes be reframed into something positive, but the process is precarious and morally complex. It requires separating the original intent or historical misuse from any potentially beneficial concept embedded within it. One of the most debated examples is eugenics, an idea that has been historically tied to coercion, forced sterilization, and genocide. Yet, in modern genetics, some argue that aspects of what eugenics aspire to, preventing hereditary disease or enhancing human health, can now be pursued ethically through informed, voluntary medical choices under the broader umbrella of genetic medicine. Eugenics, at its core, was the belief that the human race could be improved through selective breeding. In its darkest forms, this meant controlling who could reproduce based on arbitrary standards of fitness, usually defined by race, class, and ability. Governments adopted eugenic policies to eliminate what they saw as undesirable traits, often targeting people with unique abilities or marginalized identities. These atrocities have made the term eugenics irredeemably tainted. However, the underlying desire to reduce suffering caused by genetic diseases is not inherently evil. Modern medicine, particularly fields like gene therapy and prenatal screening, now explores ways to treat or prevent hereditary conditions without the coercion that defined historical eugenics. The difference lies in intent and method. Historical eugenics was imposed on people without consent, often backed by state violence or propaganda. In contrast, genetic medicine today is largely driven by patient choice, informed consent, and ethical review boards. Instead of deciding who is fit to live or reproduce, today's practices focus on empowering individuals with knowledge about their own DNA, giving them options in family planning and treatment. The agency is restored to the individual, not granted to the state or elite scientific institutions. There is still a lingering ethical tension. Technologies like CRISPR and pre-implantation genetic diagnosis can be used to edit or select embryos based on certain traits. While they hold potential to eliminate suffering from devastating illnesses like Tay-Sachs or cystic fibrosis, they also open the door to selecting for traits like height, intelligence, or even physical appearance. This raises questions about where to draw the line. What begins as prevention could easily morph into preference. The reframing of eugenics into genetic medicine only works when strict ethical guidelines prevent it from sliding back into the old patterns of control and discrimination. Public trust plays a significant role in whether a dangerous idea can be redeemed. People who have been historically targeted by eugenic practices, unique ability individuals, ethnic minorities, and those with mental health diagnoses, often approach genetic medicine with skepticism. For reframing to be meaningful, these communities must be central to the conversation. Their experiences provide the moral compass to ensure that innovation does not become exploitation. Ethical science must include the voices of those who were once silenced. The language surrounding genetic medicine also matters. Terms like defect, abnormality, or correction can imply that some lives are less valuable or need fixing. This echoes the harmful narratives of eugenics.
Is that it?
To reframe the idea positively, medical professionals and scientists must shift toward language that focuses on patient choice, quality of life, and diverse ways of being human. Framing certain conditions as differences rather than deficiencies helps maintain the dignity of every person, regardless of their genetic makeup. Historical awareness is essential in the reframing process. Ignoring the past makes it easier to repeat its mistakes. Many of the early 20th century scientists involved in eugenics were also pioneers in genetics. Their contributions to biology are interwoven with human rights violations. Any modern application of genetic science must acknowledge this history with humility and caution. Reframing should never mean whitewashing or forgetting. It should mean transforming knowledge through the lens of justice. Reframing can also challenge society to think differently about ability and value. Instead of trying to eliminate certain traits, science could focus more on inclusion and support. For example, rather than seeking to cure autism, resources could be directed toward understanding it better and accommodating neurodiverse individuals in schools, workplaces, and public life. This turns the focus from erasure to empowerment. Genetic insight, in this case, becomes a tool for understanding, not eliminating difference. Technology should serve humanity, not the other way around. When powerful tools are guided by empathy, transparency, and accountability, they can do great good. When they are guided by fear, greed, or vanity, they replicate the worst of our history. The key to reframing a dangerous idea is ensuring that the power it holds is redistributed fairly. No one should be coerced, devalued, or commodified in the name of progress. There are other dangerous ideas that have been partially reframed. Nationalism, often used to justify war and xenophobia, can be reshaped into civic pride and local stewardship. The concept of surveillance, when wielded by authoritarian regimes, becomes oppressive, but in the context of patient care or community safety, it can be life-saving. Reframing doesn't erase the danger. It contains it, redirects it, and places it under ethical scrutiny. Philosophically, reframing dangerous ideas requires society to mature. It demands a higher level of responsibility and self-awareness. Humanity must learn not just from successes but from the moral failures of its past. This includes re-examining the assumptions that led to those failures and deciding what is salvageable, if anything. scientific advancement must walk hand in hand with moral clarity. Ultimately, the potential for reframing depends on collective will. Science does not exist in a vacuum, and neither do ideas. They live through culture, institutions, and stories. If society chooses to wield powerful ideas with compassion, reflection, and equity, it can transform even the most toxic concepts into sources of healing. But if it forgets, ignores, or silences those who have suffered under those ideas, then reframing becomes nothing more than a mask for repetition. UP out.
Well, all these goddamn old talk about eugenics, Zach, by any chance you watch Wrath of Khan this week? You didn't? Just saying. What you got, Chance? You're muted.
Nothing. Somebody else say something. I'm just wishing everybody happy Mother's Day in the chat real quick. I'm about to sign off. I know Chrissy's might be busy with her family or something, her daughter or son-in-law or whatever.
Yeah, I should go to bed. It's pretty late here in my time zone.
I'll show that one comic book for Doom if he's still there. What happened to Shane? He dropped off. Let me just.
He's having some mic issues tonight, I think.
Yeah. Let me show you this. There's a nice little Dr. Doom.
Oh, cool.
Cover Avengers issue 25. He's going to be, of course, in the new Avengers movie, The Secret Wars.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
cool.
This book's really starting to jump up in value, and it's a real nice copy I've got from 1965.
I like him a lot. You think I should get a hood too?
Yeah, that'd be a green one. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So, did you? I doubt you watched it, Chance, but I put a video up. Beauty and the Beast. Did you happen to watch the comic book review I did?
Not yet, but I will tomorrow morning
I
before I
was
head
really,
up.
you brought up Dr. Doom, and I knew I was in trouble when I bought these 4 Beauty and the Beast comic book set. And I'm thinking classic Beauty and the Beast, right? And I knew I was in trouble when the first thing that happened that I opened the thing and the first thing I saw inside the cover was Dr. Doom standing there.
Yeah.
And it turned out the Beauty and the Beast was an X-Men comic book. And Beast is Beast from the X-Men.
Right.
So like a four comic book Beauty and the Beast X-Men set of comic books.
Yeah, it was a limited series, they called it.
Yeah, a freaking nightmare, man.
And Amazing Adventures number 11 was the first issue with the hairy beast. No jokes. Because he didn't have all that fur until the 1970s.
Yeah,
and I have that issue.
Really, I was disappointed because I was wanting to do a comic book review about the classic Beauty and the Beast, like the Disney kind of thing, and I didn't pay enough attention to the cover when I bought them.
Yeah.
I should have knew something when Beast was blue.
Right, he was blue. Hank.
All right. Zach, you want to get through some comments and we'll go ahead and wrap it up? I was listening while I was helping my mom.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Tonight was great. Chance, did you want to show some comic books? You said if Doom is still there.
When you weren't there, I showed the Dr. Doom cover for Doom.
I saw it.
I can't get to my F-Box Fantastic Four. I have better covers with Dr. Doom, but they're not easily
Doom,
accessible.
did you see it?
I did, and I love it.
Cool. Well, nice to meet you, Jim.
I want to see it big. Let me see it big.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I already showed it big.
That's cool.
This is Avengers issue 25 from 1965, and it's starting to gain value because he's going to be in the new Avengers movie. I was saying, The Secret Wars, based on a 1984 limited series, 12-issue miniseries, which also introduced the black Spider-Man costume before it was Venom in issue 8. Actually, Amazing Spider-Man 252 introduced the black costume. It was a flashback, a flash forward. And then the flashback was Secret Wars. I know that's really complicated and a little too much detail than the layman cares about. But
okay, so how much is that comic book currently worth?
Oh, I can look it up. You can
Yeah,
don't have to
that'd
make
be
a
cool.
big for this. Let Zach say his piece, and I'll tell you that. I'll give you the answer to that.
All right, go ahead, Zach. I'm trying to move you over, but I think Zach and I are fighting for buttons. Zach's shaking his head. No, 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 no. Okay, private chat. So we made it through 2 questions. I guess next week, Doom.
Show.
Yes.
Where you
Hello?
suggested something that I'm gonna do next week for our live stream.
Huh? What? What did I do?
Music. We're gonna talk music.
No, you suggested that.
Yeah,
You started that whole thing.
I did.
Yeah. Don't give me
Because
credit.
you were playing guitar and it sounded awesome.
Well, I played guitar because you brought it up. Don't be like
Oh,
that.
I'm bringing it up again. Will you play guitar?
No.
Okay.
Last time your headphones exploded off of your head, remember?
No,
Yeah,
that was
you
just
did
me
that
going,
thing. Yeah,
hold on.
I'm going to get all that figured out before I do that to anybody else.
Well, it was the same thing that happens when Chance picks up his mic and he blasts me. Ah!
With the Star Trek. The Star Trek phaser. That's what you mean? Yeah, I have in the background. Yeah.
No. When you pick up your mic and you're like, you do the echo thing.
Oh.
And you don't warn us, the pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that?
my milk.
I need one of
My
those.
milk.
I really need one of those.
Chance, what
Chrissy,
mic
what are
is
you
that?
in Lake Tahoe now? What Saturday are you taking off? When you skipping a show?
I'm not skipping a show. I'm gonna just be mobile. So
Oh.
you won't see my background. I'll be mobile with my laptop from the hotel room.
It's next Saturday, right? This coming Saturday, a week from tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to skip. I would skip a show, but you do whatever you want. If you're gonna,
I don't like
the show must
skipping a
go
show
on.
because I don't like letting my time slot. Like I don't want to miss my time slot. Like we have people that follow us, right? We have people that are dedicated and in our chats the same time every Saturday, and I don't want to let them down. We've worked hard to build that.
All right.
No, it's really good, and hotel streams are cool.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
Saturday hangout. You know.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Mr. Doom.
Hey, it was great meeting you too.
Yeah, that's a great helmet. Man.
Thank you. I like it.
Yeah,
I dropped Doom's link in the chat, so all of you, if you want to, you could subscribe. He'll be coming up with his channel pretty soon, starting to post stuff on there. But if you need me to, I can drop the link again.
I think Doom's helmet. I think the helmet you're wearing, Doom, reminds me of a Templar helmet, like a medieval knight kind of thing.
That's exactly right. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
All right. There's Doom. I dropped his link in my chat. You guys can go subscribe to him. Oh, and Wajamin. Thank you, Wajamin. He is the best mod. Wajamin hit me and Wajamin at the same exact time.
Yeah, Wajamin's been all over it tonight.
I know. Wajamin is my managing mod, by the way.
Yeah, I remember you talking about him. Thank you, Wajamin.
Yes,
He's
Wajamin
good.
is my buddy. He's my buddy. He always takes very good care of this channel. He always keeps the chat going. He's a link slinger and a troll slayer. So we love him.
Definitely.
It's awesome.
And what you said, Tug's going to be back? You think he was sick with a cold?
Yeah, Tug will be back next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations one more time, Zach, on getting monetized.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, good job.
Dude, that's huge. That's humongous.
Now you can afford to buy you a box of suckers.
Some Slim Jims.
So, Chrissy, that comic book, a 9.6 is actually selling for $3,400.
Whoa.
What?
So Stolen
graded.
Spirits will probably be live Monday, and then Tuesday I'll be unboxing 7 or 8 boxes.
Oh, from your Amazon stuff. Okay, good. That'll be cool. So Zach's community, he has a wish list on Amazon, and Zach's community buys and purchases things from his Amazon wish list, and he does an unboxing once a week. And I've actually contributed it. A bunch of people, Caldy, Buff, like we've all contributed into Zach's. There's so many people though too from his channel. Nicole, everyone. We all just contribute to his, and he gets the coolest stuff because Zach loves gardening.
Right.
He loves potatoes. I'm a potato.
Can you play the song before we leave?
The potato song?
The potato song, yes.
You want me to play the potato song? Okay.
I want you to play the potato, please.
Okay. The tuber or the I'm a potato?
The tuber one, but do it on the outro.
Okay. We'll play it.
I love
on
it.
the outro.
We're going from a plate of peas to potatoes.
Hey,
There
love potatoes.
there are
Yes.
people on YouTube that call me a potato, that say I have no creativity and I'm just a lumpy nothing. And
What?
so yeah.
I haven't heard of that. That's
Mhm.
terrible.
There is
Exactly
a-
why you need to end
That's
on that
bad.
tuber song. Just take it home.
I ignore him.
So I created a song for that person. Because I don't know if you guys know, but a potato is called a tuber because it is a root and it is buried in the ground. Like a carrot is also a tuber. But the potato is literally the root of all life. It is a root of all life. It is so many different types of potatoes, and it has been around for centuries. They've been trading potatoes to different countries, and countries that were going through droughts and all kinds of other things. The potato sustained those countries, and they kept the people alive. So a potato is an amazing root. So I'm proud to be a potato.
You work for Big Potato?
I'm proud to be a potato.
Yeah, proud to be a potato.
So let me get that going. Let me get that.
Tossed.
What?
Nothing.
I like potatoes. I love potatoes. I love potato soup. I love fried potatoes. I love French fries. I love mashed potatoes and gravy. I love potatoes. Fried
Tried the
potatoes.
beef tallow French fries at Steak and Shake. They're phenomenal.
Oh my God. I love
We got them in
potato
Georgia
chips.
finally.
Yeah.
They're distributing slowly across the country, the states that have Steak and Shake. I know Florida has Steak and Shake. They've had the beef tallow there for a while.
Oh,
and in
beef tallow
Texas,
is awesome.
I tried them. They're so delish.
They're
So
sure
delish. Not the best.
I think
They're
Did they have the
different.
coarse
They're not my
salt?
favorite size. They're not my favorite size fries, but the taste is phenomenal.
Did they have the coarse salt on them?
I don't.
I
think
love
so.
when potatoes have that coarse salt. Like, oh,
They probably do. I'm not real familiar with what you're saying.
Like
Okay.
sea salt?
yeah,
Oh.
like the coarse
Yeah.
salt.
You mean where you can see it, where it's flaky? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
No, it's not like that.
No.
But they're salty though.
But I love McDonald's French fries, and they use that powdered salt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey.
I like
McDonald's
again
French fries
without
awesome.
salt and just put ketchup on them.
I eat my French fries and my potatoes with mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm a weirdo.
No,
My mom likes to dip it in mayo sometimes for French fry.
Mayonnaise is good.
Mhm.
I like mustard. Like, I put mustard on my fried potatoes. I put mustard on, oh my God, every hash browns. It's Tabasco and mustard.
Tracy, do you remember when Steak and Shake had these little, like, on the table? It was something you could put on your fries. It was like a pepper, but
Yeah.
a pepper, like
lots of peppers
juice.
in a juice. Yeah,
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like, we're
We don't
going way
do that
back now.
Okay.
They don't do that anymore.
no, not anymore.
Library.
And they don't even have the fountain drinks. They have the real cherry sodas. It's all
Yeah,
like
they're
through a
gone.
damn machine now at Steak and Shake. I don't go there that
Yeah.
often, but I noticed it. I'm like, wait a minute, because they put the real like maraschino cherry, and they don't
They
do
used
that
to
anymore.
serve
It's like
off
a real
real
fountain drink.
plates.
Yeah, it's kind of sad
Mhm.
seeing the
Yeah.
quality go down.
COVID.
But at least they have the beef tallow fries, so that's a plus for Steak and Shake.
Yeah, those are good.
All right.
Yeah, they are
I
good.
think I got it ready. Let me share
All
my
right.
screen.
And happy Mother's Day to everybody. I just want to pop
Yeah,
on and say
happy
that
Mom's
again. You know,
Day.
tune in late. I want to say hey to all my
Happy
fans
Mom's
out
Day,
there.
Chrissy.
Hey to all my fans. I'm joking. That's a joke, folks. And it is totally a joke. I was hoping Danny would throw a zinger my way when I said that.
You know? All right. I'm going to let you guys hear the song that I wrote because I am proud to be a tuber potato. But Zach, do you have anything left? No? All right.
Happy
Let me do
Mom's
this
Day
real
to you.
fast. Let me do this really fast before we play this. Chance, when's your next live? Tell us a little bit. When you go
Hopefully
live
this Friday.
again?
I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to do it, but I'm gonna talk about the women of Star Trek, the original Star Trek, going to conclude season 1, and just talk about some recent celebrity deaths like Ruth Buzzy from Laugh In. Again, this is for older folks like Tracy and I. I'm sure the younger people like Zach won't even know who the hell I'm talking about.
Denise
Zach,
Alexander from General Hospital died too.
Yeah,
She
that
played
was sad.
Dolores' mom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I can't talk about music that much because of the copyright, Chrissy. You know, I mean, I used to be able to play live versions of songs and get away with it. But now they're even tracking the live versions. The bots are getting very sophisticated. So bots will be my pick of the worst invention. I hate the bots. F the bots.
F the bots.
And oh, by the way, I would encourage anyone, if you're into drama shows like Divorce Court, you might see a familiar face this Tuesday. They do a live stream.
Chance was on it.
It's going to be at 2:00 Pacific time, Chrissy's time, and 5:00 Eastern time this Tuesday, May 13th. And let's just say I might be in the jury. I might be asking Judge Star Jones a question or two. We'll see.
That's right.
But subscribe to their channel. They have over 1 million subscribers, and they also put all sorts of original content related to Divorce Court. If you're into that, it's hilarious. These are real cases, not real actors. Of course, Star Jones, I think the best judge. No, it's they tell us these are not actors. They used to reenact them. You're right. They did. The show started in 1957, by the way. It goes way back, off and on. Wow. And they used to use actors, but these are real cases. It's not scripted, and these are real people. So, if you're into that, and everyone has had a bad relationship. Hate to be negative. It's a fact. I know people have had 5 divorces.
Yeah.
You know, Chrissy, unfortunately, you've had a divorce. You've talked about it on the show. It happened.
Oh, that bad road, man.
I subscribe, Danny. Yeah, Danny. I subscribe to if you never get married, you'll never get a divorce. This is just for show. This ring I wear, it's just for show.
Yeah, you had to wear it for a movie part.
Yeah, and I'm afraid I'll forget to wear it, so I wear it a lot. You know. Whatever.
Because you have to have it for that movie part that you're doing.
Yeah. For continuity, right. Or whatever. You know, I just think it looks good too. Someone of my age without a ring, you look like a loser, you know. So anyway.
No.
Well, you get hit on more at a bar if you're wearing a ring as well.
If you are wearing a ring, is that a fact?
Yeah, I literally will go to a bar when I was married and had my wedding ring on. I got hit on more. And now I don't have a ring. I don't get hit on as much.
Wow. Well, I use Corey's pickup line. Hey, my name's Chance. Do I have one?
Oh, God.
Corey's Comedy Channel came up with that.
The worst hit line I ever got, pickup line, was a dude like walked up and he like looked at my finger, saw that I was wearing a ring, and he licked my hand. And I was like,
oh, that's disgusting. Was this
and
during
he said,
COVID? Before
now
COVID?
that, it was pre-COVID. And he says, now that we're both wet, let's get out of these clothes. I said, no. Worst pickup line ever. Worst
Tommy Lee? That sounds like something Tommy Lee would do. Motley Crue.
I was just like, no.
Can I give you my adult pickup line before we sign off? I'll censor it.
Yeah.
You know, I was once a zombie on The Walking Dead. Here's the zombie.
Oh, I can play that clip. I can play that clip. I have it.
Do it right now. Play the clip.
Okay, I'm playing the clip. I'm playing the clip.
Play it. That's you.
That's a blast in the past.
That's you, buddy.
That's me.
Hey,
but here's the line. I can't say the F word, right? I can't say the F word, right, Chris?
No, after dark you can, but not on this one.
I won't say. Then I'll just say F. Okay. Here's the creepy pickup line. Why do zombies make better lovers? So, Chrissy, ask why. Let me take two. Why do zombies make better lovers?
Why?
Because we always F your brains out. You know how zombies eat brains? I've never actually said that. That's too creepy. I mean, that's disgusting, but I thought it was funny. Just a joke. Just a joke. Just a joke. Now you know why I'm not married.
Oh, you're hilarious, Chance. All right. So, sorry, that was my daughter telling me she's coming to get me right now. So,
all right. We're jamming hilarious because I guess I'm a loser too because he's not married, never been married. Yeah. Came real close.
We're jamming. I
broke it off. Can't do it. I'm like Toys R Us. I'm a Toys R Us kid forever. Ugh.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. No, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I can play with. Yeah.
Next week will be a cool topic with Doom talking music. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna talk music. I'm gonna get everything ready, but it will be music related. So we're gonna have fun, especially since I play instruments, Buff plays instruments, Doom plays instruments. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know you guys probably have genre of music that you love.
Drums. I can play drums pretty well.
I play drums. I am also a drummer. And
that's why my D key flew off my computer because I'm a hard drummer. Yeah.
Oh no, you're a hard typer. We hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get told about the D key.
I can play a bass.
All right, so I'm gonna play Happy Little Tuber on our way out.
Happy trails.
Everybody say your goodbyes.
Bye-bye.
Doom, we've dropped your link in chat. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
You.
All right, and let's share. Yeah, my daughter is going crazy.
All right, then. Push the button. Push the
Oh,
button.
my daughter's at the front door. Hold on.
Push the button.
Okay. She said, let me in. Okay, here.
Down in the ground where the spuds all grow, there's a happy little tuber stealing the show. On the YouTube stage, watch it shine so bright. This creative spud's got its goals in sight.
What do you think? Maybe isn't the agent?
Growing every day, spreading laughs and knowledge in a spudly way. From roots to shoots, I'm reaching for the sky. This potato's on a mission. Don't ask me why. On a mission, reaching high. Some spuds stay still, hiding in the dirt, but this tuber's climbing, proving its worth. With every click and every share, this creative spud's energy is everywhere. I'm a happy little tuber growing every day, spreading laughs and knowledge in a spudly way. From roots to shoots, I'm reaching for the sky. This potato's on a mission. Don't ask me why. On a mission, reaching high. Some of us are mashed, some of us are fried. Some stay in the bag, but I'm reaching worldwide. From the Latin tuber, an edible root, I'm the spud with the style, the channel that's cute. Tuber, an edible root. So here's to the tubers, creative and bold, making magic happen with stories they've told. Every upload, every view, it's plain to see. This happy little tuber's making history. Making history. I'm a happy little tuber growing every day, spreading laughs and knowledge in a spudly way. From roots to shoots, I'm reaching for the sky. This potato's on a mission. Don't ask me why. On a mission, reaching high. So hit that like and smash subscribe. Join this tuber's creative vibe. We're all potatoes, but some of us know it's the happy little tubers who steal the show. Steal the show. Steal the show.